here Erik Lovgren. You're the head of innovation at NRK, which is the Norwegian public broadcaster.
That's correct, yeah.
As a head of innovation, what type of projects do you all do?
I make sure that our crew, our technicians or engineers get the time and space to do their job better.
Right.
So that's the big umbrella for it.
But sort of test lab setup.
Yeah, but I wanted to create an environment where the ideas come from the bottom up.
Okay.
We do have one lab called Studio X, which is located on our grounds, which is basically an empty shell, empty studio, and we can do with it what we want.
What kind of things are you doing then?
We did some AR testing there. So with drones, and for the latest was the Pixotope camera.
Okay.
And then we do, and we also use it as a regular studio as well. Yeah. But mostly this fall we've been focusing on virtual productions. Okay. So we rented a big LED volume and had some extra help to try to do, and we did it on projects that are actually going to be sent on TV. So that was nice. We gave also the content department, 3 of them actually, 3 different stories. We gave them the possibility to test really with a big LED volume and in-camera VFX. Okay. So we had a 3-week virtual production workshop. Okay. So that's been almost the main thing this year actually.
And I mean, the biggest challenge of being in an innovation environment is getting those ideas and those great ideas out and put them really into a production environment.
Yes.
And how do you get with that challenge? How do you do it?
Yeah, I think like I try to say, we try to get the ideas from the people that are engineers and actually on the floor. So they always have good ideas to how to do things better. And in this case, there was a content department that asked us, and we also been looking a lot into it. So that's the virtual production. But we built our own. We call it a field central, which is a remote production unit. Okay. So we built it basically from scratch, and that was the idea from one of our technical operation managers. So we used the video X-Link technology to get easily online on public broadband. Okay. So that was developed through. It took 1.5 years, but in between jobs, that is.
All right, right.
So
it helps, of course, if the people doing the innovation are actually people from the floor.
I think that is key. Yeah. I think that is really key. Instead of me trying to come up with the good ideas, we're going to crash every time.
Researchers sitting in their, far away brainstorm labs without any connection.
Yeah, and that might be good for some things, but I think for us as a public broadcaster, we don't have that many resources, and we don't have that much time.
So it's doing more with less, and it's a big focus.
Exactly.
As well.
So that's also what we're looking at for this conference as well, or the exhibition as well, is trying to see where can we do.
So you can pick up the tools that are already innovative. Is that
yes,
how you
I want actually less building of our own. Yeah. Because we need more off-the-shelf solutions. And the problem is that we can't. There's no room to innovate when you're on air, right? We live in an environment which is mostly there's no room for failure, ever. And my mantra is we have to fail more. So where do I find that space? And then, so I have to, pull people out of production. And
is this fear of failure maybe a reason why broadcast industry sometimes is lagging behind and not innovating quickly enough?
Yes, but we've been taught that you can never fail. Yeah. So there is no room for failure. So of course that's in the backbone, isn't it, for everyone working in the industry, that when the red light is on, there is no room for error. And also when we try to sell our guys to to go out and do content, they say, okay, but experimenting is fun, but we need ready solutions. You can't experiment. We don't have time to experiment. Well, if you're doing a small one-camera interview, it's like, oh, I want to try this camera. It's like, okay, but have you tried it before? Yeah. Don't come here and try it. Yeah. We need so that's, and it's not ill meant. I mean, it's in good faith, but still, it's just reality that they have so little time to do that one interview. Yeah. And maybe even there's a time where the object says something. I have to catch it there and then. Yep. And you can say, oh, could you say that again? It's like, no, the moment is gone. So I try, like I said, I try to create an environment for our crew to, of course, encourage them to come up with good ideas as well. So we have a few of them here at IBC this year. A group of engineers and technical operation managers, so to get them inspired and
of course.
And then to come back and tell me, okay, can we test this? And then, okay, what does it cost? Is it a one-off? And like small amount we can buy, one switch or one little camera, whatever ideas they come up with. So you just try to feed them to make it an environment for them to enjoy staying in.
Isn't it sometimes dangerous to have like a technology first approach when trying to solve a problem?
Yeah.
Like, let's see what cool technology there is and then fit a problem onto it?
That's a very fragile balance there, isn't it? Yeah. So I don't want them to come running with just shiny new things.
Yeah, it's always and it's tempting, I know.
Of course, it's fun, but okay, what's the user case? What's the business case for that? And so usually I think they're quite well at connecting it to an issue they already have or some solution they're already.
Real life problem.
Yeah, and some content that we're trying to produce this way, or we want to be more agile this way.
Yeah.
So
you say you want to do more with less, but just imagine that there was no less and you had an infinite amount of money and possibilities. What kind of problems would you want to solve then?
I would solve the green issue, sustainability, for sure. Because right now I think sustainable is good, but it's going down on prioritization because of it. It's not cheaper. It's actually often quite more expensive to be true sustainable. Yeah, and so I believe we have to take those choices to buy better products, less turnover in products, and so that if I had infinite amount of money, that's what I would do. I think, cut emissions.
That's a dream we should all be working on, I guess. All right. Well, thank you very much for your time, Erik.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. And so this was the last episode of today, and we're back tomorrow. Have a great time.